OPHIEL is a name that may not be familiar to many, but he holds a significant place in the history of mystical lore. OPHIEL is one of the 7 esteemed Olympian spirits, a group that corresponds with the 7 classical planets of antiquity and is the representative of Mercury. This spirit is linked to intelligence, communication, and the exchange of information. OPHIEL is considered a figure of great wisdom and is believed to possess the ability to swiftly convey messages and impart knowledge to those who seek his guidance. His association with Mercury isn't just symbolic. It's deeply rooted in the qualities that the planet itself is believed to govern: travel, commerce, and the cunning adaptability required to navigate both physical and intellectual realms. Why Mercury? Well, in ancient times, this planet was often depicted as a swift celestial body moving quickly across the sky. So, OPHIEL's connection with Mercury symbolizes a swift and agile mind, capable of understanding complex ideas and transmitting thought at a remarkable pace. In the realm of astrology, Mercury influences how we reason, learn, and communicate. These are all attributes that are embodied by OPHIEL. In the hierarchy of these Olympian spirits, OPHIEL's intelligence and facility in communication make him a powerful ally in learning and in the mystery of arts, particularly those that involve the written or spoken word. It is this very prowess that draws students, scholars, and seekers of wisdom to invoke his aid when pursuing intellectual endeavors. To study OPHIEL is to venture into the heart of esoteric wisdom. His nature as an Olympian spirit situates him within a framework of ancient tradition where celestial influences were paramount in the understanding of the human condition. As we unravel the story of OPHIEL's identity, the name OPHIEL carries with it a sense of divinity and assistance from a higher power. Literally, it translates to the help of God or wheel of God. This profound meaning offers a glimpse into the grander role he plays within the celestial order. It implies that OPHIEL is a conduit for divine wisdom and guidance, providing support to those who seek it, much like spokes on a wheel are essential in keeping it turning smoothly. By embodying the help of God, OPHIEL's presence suggests that he is an intermediary, facilitating the flow of communication between the earthly realm and the divine. His role is that of a messenger, perhaps one of the swiftest considering his alignment with Mercury, a planet long associated with speed, eloquence, and the exchange of ideas. OPHIEL's identity is not just in his name, it is also what he represents, a link that binds the mortal and immortal, the tangible and the ethereal, knowledge and the seeker of that knowledge. The term Wheel of God also evokes the idea of cyclicity and motion, indicating that OPHIEL might be seen as an essential part of the great machinery of the universe, one that keeps the cogs of intellectual and spiritual enlightenment turning. Such an interpretation reinforces the notion that OPHIEL is integral to understanding not just the written or spoken word, but also the vast, often unspoken knowledge of the cosmos. It becomes clear that OPHIEL is more than just a name. It's a title bestowed with purpose, a nod to the celestial function of this Olympian spirit within the intricate workings of mythological and esoteric traditions. Unveiling the significance of days and their celestial overseers, return to OPHIEL, whose day is Wednesday. It's midweek, named after Woden, the Germanic god associated with Mercury, and it showcases the connection between ancient mythology and current weekday nomenclature. In many languages, the name for Wednesday is derived directly from Mercury. So why is this day so special? It is the day that is believed to be infused with the energy and attributes of Mercury, the planet of intellect, communication, and travel, which are all elements embodied by OPHIEL himself. Those who practice astrology look to OPHIEL for guidance on intellectual endeavors. They seek his influence to sharpen their minds and enhance their understanding. His dominion over Mercury's attributes positions OPHIEL as a powerful ally in the pursuit of wisdom and the interpretation of astrological signs. It's no coincidence that Wednesday is often considered the best day for embarking on studies or intellectual pursuits, because Mercury's energy is at its peak. The role of OPHIEL in divination practices cannot be overstated. He is seen as a conduit for acquiring hidden knowledge, navigating through the complex tapestry of the unknown, and many who explore the realm of astrology invoke OPHIEL to gain clearer insights and to comprehend the subtle language written in the stars. Those learned in the art of divination will tell you that this Olympian Spirit's presence can make the cryptic messages of the cosmos far more accessible. In essence, OPHIEL's association with Wednesday symbolizes a direct link to the intellectual and communicative qualities that Mercury bestows upon this particular day of the week. It reminds us of the ongoing dance between ancient lore and celestial mechanics, influencing not just our calendars, but also the way we perceive and navigate the world around us. In the realm of the Olympian spirit, OPHIEL, two colors stand prominent, orange and vibrant yellow. These hues sign the melody of the mind, capes of intellectual billowing in the winds of creativity. Imagine the fiery zest of an orange, the color that delineates the boundaries of communication, igniting sparks of inspiration. Then there's the yellow, reminiscent of the first stroke of sunlight, symbolizing the luminescence of knowledge and the birth of innovative thought. OPHIEL's connection to the physical world doesn't end with color. Quicksilver or mercury is OPHIEL's ruling metal, a substance known for its liquid agility. Picture the metal in its fluid state, unhindered by form, with its ability to traverse through the smallest of spaces in its remarkable adaptability. In the hands of OPHIEL, Mercury is more than a metal. It's the embodiment of transformation, an ever-flowing stream of potential and change. Together, these elements, vivacious colors and mutable metal, form an image of OPHIEL that captures his essence. They serve as a potent reminder of his dominion over swift communication and the imparting of wisdom. Whether seeking fluency in a new language or to eloquently express complex ideas, proponents of mystical tradition would align themselves with OPHIEL's energy, allowing his attributes to infuse their endeavors with clarity and speed. And as we envision the colors of intellect and the liquid quicksilver, we find ourselves in the presence of OPHIEL's influence. It's a realm where knowledge transfers with the swiftness of Mercury and thoughts shine with the clarity of yellow light, a domain where the mind's potential is as limitless as the spectrum it inhabits. Within the esoteric circles, the Olympian spirit, OPHIEL, is held in high regard. OPHIEL links with Mercury not just in planetary correspondence, but also in the realms of influence. But what is his domain? Well, it's the arts and sciences, the applied knowledge that shapes our understanding of the world. For students of the arcane, invoking OPHIEL is a pathway to accelerating the learning process. This promise of swift understanding, particularly in language, is what makes OPHIEL a sought-after entity in magical studies. The traditional practices paint him as a teacher and a guide that leads you through abstract concepts and complex theories with a clarity that echoes the sharp intellect attributed to Mercury. He's the figure you turn to when normal study falters, providing insights that leapfrog conventional educational barriers. OPHIEL's mastery extends beyond mere words and theories. He is the bridge between the raw data and the enlightenment that knowledge can provide. Communication is the very foundation upon which societies are built and grow. It's the pillar that upholds relationships, trade, and diplomacy. By enhancing our grasp on language, OPHIEL empowers individuals to express complex ideas and to connect with the world in a more meaningful way. This capacity for deeper communication also embodies the transformative power of understanding, connecting dots across different disciplines and cultures. But the relationship with OPHIEL is not unidirectional. In exchange for his assistance, practitioners offer their diligence, respect, and a willingness to expand their own boundaries. The essence of working with the spirit OPHIEL lies in the dual journey of acquiring knowledge and the development of personal intellect, a true testament to the symbiotic nature of esoteric learning, something that apparently I need to work on. Into the pages of history, we step to reveal the presence of OPHIEL in some of the most mysterious and influential books of magical knowledge. These texts, known to scholars and practitioners alike as grimoires, serve as a gateway to understanding the ancient beliefs surrounding spirits and their powers. OPHIEL, a spirit associated with the dynamic and swift planet Mercury, finds mention in one particularly important grimoire, the Arbatel. This work, a cornerstone in the study of esoteric wisdom, presents OPHIEL as one of the spirits of the air, a classification that holds profound significance in magical thought. In these contexts, spirits of the air are seen as messengers and mediators between the divine and the earthly realms. Their guidance is often sought by those wishing to attain knowledge that is not easily accessible through conventional means. It is no wonder then that Ophiel, with his dominion over communication and intelligence, would find a revered place among the spirits detailed in the Arbatel. But the Arbatel is not an instruction manual of spells and charms. It serves as a philosophical guidebook which shines a light on the deeper meanings and methods of practicing magic in a respectful and harmonious manner. It emphasizes the need for purity of intent and the seeking of wisdom over mere personal gain. And in this philosophy, Ophiel emerges as a facilitator, an educator, and a being that can aid in the swift acquisition of complex knowledge, especially in matters that require not only intellect, but also the intuitiveness attributed to the mercurial spirit. The role of Ophiel, as expounded in such grimoires, anchors him firmly in the traditions and practices of Renaissance magic. His inclusion in these foundational texts underline his perennial significance across the ways of time, from the mystical practices of the past to the modern pursuit of esoteric understanding. Exploring these historical grimoires does not just inform us about Ophiel's role in ancient traditions, it also connects us to the ever-evolving narrative of human curiosity to communicate with, understand, and possibly harness the unseen forces of our universe. Throughout history, the iconography surrounding Ophiel has been both fascinating and instructive, giving us insights into the attributes and powers of this Olympian spirit. Ophiel is often depicted holding the caduceus, the staff entwined with two serpents and topped with wings. It's a symbol steeped in significance, primarily associated with Mercury, the Roman god of commerce, travelers, and the messenger of the gods. The caduceus, in Ophiel's grasp, underscores his role as a facilitator of communication. The intertwining serpents represent duality and the unification of opposing forces, which is a concept that speaks to the inherent balance necessary for effective discourse. The wings at the top of the staff signify speed and the ability to traverse the realm of the mortal and the divine, highlighting Ophiel's swift transmission of knowledge and messages. Ophiel is quite often shown with a book, a testament to his vast wisdom and his association with knowledge. This image resonates with scholars, students, and the seekers of esoteric wisdom, as it positions Ophiel as a teacher of the arts and sciences. This book symbolizes the treasure trove of knowledge that Ophiel holds and is willing to impart to those who seek his aid. It's a powerful representation of Ophiel's domain over intellect and the pursuit of learning. These symbols, the caduceus and the book, are more than mere decorative elements. They form a visual language that communicates Ophiel's mastery over complex ideas and his domain as the spirit connected with intelligence, learning, and eloquent expression. They are emblematic of his ability to guide and enlighten those who call upon him in their magical practices or scholarly endeavors. Through these depictions, we gain a deeper understanding of Ophiel's essence and the profound influence he wields within the realms of magic, wisdom, and communication. And that's all I got for today.